game is guess the page. So I will group you into three. This table will be group 1, group 2, and then group 3. So every table has a pad paper and a pen to pen. So each group has a yen. So let's try what is yen. So the group 1 yen is A. Let's try group 1. A. And then group 2 is very cute. Let's try group 2. And then group 3 is roar. Okay, it's clear? Okay. Then you need to raise your answer like this with yen. So reminders, if you have no yen, and the answer is correct, it's not counted. So it's clear? Yes. So I will give you so you need to say the yen, then raise your answer. So there's no time.
Ay, bigyan ko. Ang gagawin
So
mo.
are you ready, guys? Are you ready, class? Yes.
Ganon. Cute. Stop. Uy, ikaw ko.
Hey.
Ano yun?
Okay, very good.
Ah, Nobel.
Okay. So you have to have 1 point. Next. See, correct. And second picture is
Stop kayo. Stop. Yung picture.
Short story. Ay, name. Story na.
don't have chance with the group 2 and the group 3.
Wala naman.
No, because you're not following the directions.
Ano yun? Stop tayo. Yung picture. Short story. Cute! Story! Short story? Ano ba? Joke. Ay! Mali!
Bro, ba't ba yung naisulat? Non-fiction. Drawer. Mali.
Oh, wala siya.
Uy! Sagot mo na to! Cute! We're cute! We're cute! We're cute! We're cute!
Correct.
Uy! We're cute nga!
Fiction.
Ah! Still!
Theater. Drawer.
Where's your answer?
Theater. Pangit sila.
Kaya pa ba? Tatalo. We're cute! We're cute! We're cute!
Bilis naman. Isa pa.
Thank you guys for class for participation. So,
Ay, thank you. Oh, possible.
This is our topic for today. It's all about prose, fiction, and non-fiction. So, class, do you have any idea about what fiction and non-fiction? Patricia, what? Fiction first. What's your idea of fiction?
Fiction is made to entertain.
Very good. How about non-fiction?
Fiction is something that is real and maybe the reason or the purpose is to give information, credible information.
Very good. So, let's define what is prose, fiction, and non-fiction, and its element. So, prose first. So, maybe please read Isa.
Prose comes from the Latin prosa or meaning straightforward. It's the foundation for both fiction and non-fiction. It provides the structure and language for creating whether they are fictional or non-fictional.
Can you give some insight about what you read? Okay, very good. So, in addition, prose is a language we use to shape information, to express ourselves, and to engage with world around us. So, here are the elements. So, prose is a foundation of storytelling that relies on 8 elements of prose. So, first is character. Please read Rosemary.
Character. The individuals who drive the story shaped by their background, personality, and motivations.
What is your
The character is the one who played the role in the story.
So, very good. So, in addition, character is a representation of human being or sometimes animals or even inanimate object that involved in the story. And the next is setting. May you please read Shaina?
Setting the time, place, and environment where the story takes place influence the characters and events.
What's your insight?
So yung setting po is where the story happened, the time, or the place po na
Exactly. So, in addition, it is a specific location, time, or historical period, and fictional world. And next is plot. So, plot in general, in the story, we have beginning, middle, and then ending. So, do you familiar with this diagram?
Yes.
What is first here? What's to answer?
Exposition.
Next.
Rising up.
So, rising action is the problem started to build up. And then in the middle, climax. So, climax is the problem started. Polyaction is what? First needs and polyaction.
solution.
Ano yung meaning ng problem?
Yeah.
Papunta na siya sa solution.
Very good. And then last is
Solution.
And then, the fourth one is point of view. So, please read Risha.
Point of view, the perspective from which the story is told, shaping the reader's understanding and experience.
So, point of view is the story, who is telling the story. So, it can be first person using I, and then second person using you, and then third person using he, she, or they. And then mood. May you please read Danison?
The emotional atmosphere created by the story using language, imagery, and setting to evoke feelings. Mood affects the entire story, the entire plot of the story, wherein it is relied depending it's impacted by the it is impacted the whole story, whereas it already seen on the parts, especially on the conflict.
So, what is it's an atmosphere that helps the readers to engaging in emotional or level. And then theme. May you please read Raymond? What is theme?
The central idea or message the author conveys through the story of exploring universal human experiences.
What's your insight?
I think yung parang yung nilalaman ng story, kung ano yung pinapahiwatig ng kwento.
So, the last is style. The author's unique way of using language to fashion the tone and overall effect of the story. So, style is a unique way of the author in writing. So, it includes here in style is the sentence structure, how to long or complex sentences, and does the author use a lot of figurative language, and then another is a word of choice. It can be simple word or everyday using word or more expansive vocabulary. And also here in studies include the figurative language, the simile, personification, kaya like that. So,
Proceed to developing mastery. Developing mastery.
So, this formative assessment is activity called Think, Fair, Share, in which you will discuss your answer with your partner to test if you really understand the topic. So, we have 2 minutes to answer the activity. So, you need to put check if the statement is fiction or non-fiction, and after 2 minutes, you will have a short discussion about your answer. So, time's up. Liza and Gwendolyn will share your answers with short explanation.
Number 1, non-fiction.
Number 2 po, which can be on
Number 4,
Spider and Ball.
Ito yung number 2.
and then
Tapos,
so next is you need to differentiate the fiction and fiction event diagrams.
hippopotamus
So, write it on a top sheet of paper and don't forget to write your name and answer. So, in generalization. I have 10 words here in the box, and I use the way of private rules. The 5 student will answer, and you need to identify the word, whether it is prose, fiction, or non-fiction.
Oo. Adapted to like not fiction. Spin the
Wheel of Fortune.
So let's try. Who is the first winner?
pera.
First winner.
Para sa 1 million!
Wala po.
Ay!
Tayo sa sinigil mo tayo.
Ariano, pwede yun.
1 million pesos!
Ayun, magpasalamat.
Andre! Nag-mention lang yata.
Andrea.
Ay, gagawin.
Dapat na yung may tugtog ano? O, fruit game. Fruit game maganda.
Parang ata yung ano eh.
Kasi sir, paano siya?
Open. Open.
Didikit kaya doon. Ay, didikit.
Dapat nagpilapi yung
Didikit. Pipili siya doon kung saan niya ididikit.
Inform, ano yun? Non-fiction.
Non-fiction.
Non-fiction yan, basic.
Kasi totoo.
Saan mo check?
Sabi ko kami ko na yung natin yung Oo, sabi ko kami. 100 plus.
Ay, may mga kalat
yung
yan.
blue dapat sa
Pero kalat na to. Ah, sige.
Second one.
Ah, yun.
Zero. Wala po. Kung may songs na. Ayan, lumagpas ka.
Liza. Carmela.
Okay, let's,
Isa pa, sir. Nalikot na eh.
Marjorie.
Tama ba yun? Sagot?
may price.
Ma'am, may price po ba yan?
Mapupusok na ako magkakaroon sa lupa.
Fiction.
May totoo ba yun?
Akala ko balik. Balik.
Hindi, hindi promotion. Diba? Hindi Hindi po. Tama. Hindi kasi pro. Fiction pala yun. Kasi may ilan. Oo, alam ko na yan. Alam ko Oo, nga.
Class level, please see and please differences between prose, non-fiction, and fiction. Thank you.
Okay, let's read the commentation of Ms. Armela. Sige. Okay, how are you?
We're good.
Okay, let's begin by the main points regarding the quality of the teacher. There is potential with regards to the teacher's way of delivery, and when it comes to the feature, the personality of the demo, where I might say that she has the heart. Not hard, it's like ano eh.
The beauty of the race.
It's like a bit ano siya eh, parang something serious. Something serious, ma'am. But of course, the teacher differs, or teachers differ from each other, and we cannot avoid such quality. But as we go along, we will be able to improve that quality. So, having such quality, being like a strict or simply serious type kasi siya. I'm just waiting for that scenario wherein there will be a kidding side of a teacher. So we can improve that quality, no? Ako nga, mas strict pa ako nung first 3 years ko eh. Talagang starting at the bottom, hanggang sa harap, tapos tatayo pa, hindi ka nakasako. Alright, so that's the quality. But when it comes to the way she delivers the information, the confidence is also observed, and the manner she provides the information. No, we could see that there are lots of information the teacher could provide. No, mastery of the content is evident, and that is one of the prerequisites, no, of implementing the curriculum, the mastery of the content, because we could not give, no, what we do not have. No? So that's the first stage. I think you will be very good teacher, training lab when it comes to the manner you will execute the lesson. So nakulangan lang siguro ako when you stick on this side, at this side lang. So you must have the eye-to-eye contact with your learners as you provide them, as you instill the information that they need to acquire. Now, when it comes to the lesson plan, actually I have that impression of positivity when it comes to the submission of your LPs today. Organized sa first two na nakita ko. So, systematic and clear when it comes to the format, the template. Okay, maganda yung kanilang lesson plan. Now, as to the objectives of the lesson, let me share. I just want you to have the copy, kahit soft copy, electronic version of it, so that while we are doing the implementation, we could see, are there alignments when it comes to the activities, when it comes to the parts of the lesson? There are the written form and the implementation side congruent or parallel. So yung ano ba yung ginagawa ay nakasaad doon sa written form. But as to the written form and implementation, it is not mandatory naman to strictly adhere to what it is written, but we could have some adjustments because it's not memorization. Now, what is written is not memorized, but what is important is the reality part of what we do. No? Yun kasi yung authenticity should be observed from the teacher. Ang mga estudyante, alam niya kung talagang alam ni teacher yung tinuturo niya at minememorize niya. Right? Especially when you are dealing with the smart learners. At this juncture, of course, the implementation is quite easy because we're dealing with adult learners like you. The feedbacks are really immediate because we learners are adult. But of course, we wanted to see how well the teachers do the implementation when you are dealing with the real grade 7 learners. Kasi grade 7 ito. So we could not claim that the implementation of the lesson was effective, no? The word itself, if it is not given to the grade 7 learners. Okay. Now the first objective is identify and distinguish the defining element of prose, fiction, and non-fiction to guide the choice of text type or composing literary works. What is your personal thought regarding the first objective, Margie? Tapos nananawin. Margie, what is your personal thought about the first objective? What do we expect from our learners? We will be guided by this lesson plan, and you're going to deal with grade 7 learners. What will be our expectation from our learners? Identify and distinguish. Identify and distinguish the defining elements of prose. We have fiction and non-fiction. 2. Guide the choice of text type for composing literary works. The use of identify, di ba? What do we expect? That is a simple objective. Identify. Right? Is it evident? In what particular scene in the teaching learning process where we can identify the distinguishing elements of prose? Are you sure with what you're saying about? That's why I just want you to pay attention to what is being given. No, we're serious about this because you will become a teacher, right? Oh, no. Oh, kasi in the case of the lesson, there was no activity. Do we have activity where they are going to identify the distinguishing elements of prose? Or not? Hindi, that is the later part na. Okay, I appreciate the activity, but this is not to criticize the teacher or the demo work, but we wanted to align the activities that we are giving. Now, what I saw, if I'm not mistaken, is a teacher's dispense of information. Okay, let me just remind, I am always very concerned about the design of our instruction. We are now no longer teachers dispense of information. Okay, what we observe is like teacher-centered, wherein the elements of prose, if I'm not mistaken, you have the fiction and non-fiction are given. No, ginat lang natin. Enumerated yung character, setting. There will be times in your daily lesson, you might integrate such kind of instructional pedagogy where the acquisition of information should be given emphasis, wherein defining the elements like the plot, the setting, and so on and so forth. Pwede po ganon. But we could deviate from that practice where